Minnesota school districts have a hard deadline approaching. In exactly 2 years, the 2021 K-12 social studies standards require full implementation across the state. This new mandate expands the required curriculum to 5 strands. Most notably, it introduces a mandatory 5th pillar, ethnic studies. Asking 11-year-olds to process complex, multi-perspective history requires nuance. Traditional lectures and a patchwork of disconnected worksheets struggle to meet the depth required by these new standards. The solution built specifically for this transition is Why Minnesota Matters. It is a comprehensive 29-chapter curriculum designed to address the 2026 requirements. The methodology shifts the classroom focus toward active investigation, providing the analytical tools for students to discover historical patterns for themselves. This discovery process is guided by Grandpa Siddiqui, the curriculum's chief explorer. He drives the narrative forward by asking questions, never by lecturing. He is joined by a team of 6th-grade explorers, Hamza, Amira, and Zayd. Each character models a distinct approach to problem-solving, giving readers different analytical frameworks they can adopt as their own. Every chapter relies on a strict 6-beat loop, moving from a real-world problem, through discovery, and landing on a cinematic cliffhanger. That loop resolves into 3 applied tasks: establishing why this matters, attempting an applied project, and answering an open question. Embedding primary sources within a character-driven mystery drives students to perform the work of historical analysis. They are invested in the outcome of the adventure. Behind that student-facing story is a heavy operational toolkit. This complete ecosystem of 4 interconnected books is designed to run a classroom right out of the box. Inside the teacher guide, educators find exhaustive per-chapter lesson plans. Crucially, every chapter includes built-in differentiation strategies specifically engineered for ELL, IEP, and 504 students. The Assessment Forge handles the grading. It delivers offline rubrics for the written tasks, alongside a fully interactive browser tool equipped with a dedicated teacher mode. Because these 4 components share a single production system, educators never hunt for supplemental materials. The planning hours are already handled. A narrative approach is highly engaging, but district administrators need auditable proof of academic rigor. The story surface is built on a mathematical foundation. This matrix tracks the metric of success. The curriculum was reverse-engineered to hit the Grade 6 Minnesota benchmarks, successfully covering exactly 34 out of 34 requirements. Those 34 benchmarks are systematically mapped across 8 chronological units, ensuring absolute coverage of all 5 state strands. To prove this, the system provides a district standards crosswalk. It documents exactly where every single benchmark is taught, practiced, and assessed. Integrating 34 distinct state benchmarks directly into a narrative framework ensures the student experience remains centered on the story, while every academic requirement is documented and met. The highest stakes challenge in the 2026 standards is teaching multi-perspective, often painful state history to 11 and 12-year-olds with accuracy and empathy. The foundational rule for teaching Indigenous history here is ongoing presence. The Dakota and Ojibwe, or Anishinaabe nations, are presented as living, sovereign communities, not groups relegated strictly to the past. When addressing topics like the U.S.-Dakota War of 1862, the realities of slavery, and the fight for civil rights, the pedagogical boundary is strict. The history is told with absolute truthfulness, but never graphically. To enforce these boundaries, Units 2, 3, and 7 are locked behind unique publication gates. These specific units cannot be published or used in a classroom until they pass an external review by specialized cultural and historical experts utilizing a rigorous source verification checklist. These institutional safeguards serve a dual purpose. They protect young students from trauma, and they protect districts from the risks of historical inaccuracy. Right now, the comprehensive 4-book system is fully drafted. It currently sits at District Review Draft version 1.2. True to its own safety protocols, the curriculum is strictly withheld from classroom use until those vital external cultural reviews are finalized. This is where district leaders step in. We invite you to review the drafted curriculum today and help connect our creators with qualified local reviewers and historians. For educators, the door is open to pilot a specific unit in your classroom this year. Your real-world feedback will directly shape the final edition. By partnering in this final phase of development, districts guarantee they will have a tested, classroom-ready solution in hand well before the mandate takes effect.